I'm headed to class, I'm still 20%, so get your head out your ass. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you hear the I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. She said, do you like waffles? I said, hell yeah. Been watching Equals 3 until 2 a.m. I ain't got no iPhone, but I got a DS with a keychain, a pinky. Her cupcakes are the best. I've been failing my classes cause I don't give a damn. They say the world is my oyster, but the free market's a scam. Everything's been changing since last generation was born, and they won't try to take and change it to two-edged sword. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. It's never too late to fall in love with the world. Your past is not today, so set your stride with a twirl. Yeah, we've all made mistakes before, that's the fact of life. But once you restate your heart, you'll be just fine. Now with your life, you say it's all mine, all mine. Revel in your friends and hobbies, let your heart speak. Wanna drift to say some shit, just block that internet freak. I'm the antonym of the internet, still cleaning up the viruses that you had left. I think I'm falling in love again. Don't stop until you I'm the antonym of the internet, been fighting on new grounds over if my love is valid. Fuck the cynicism, let the colors fly. Don't care, you think it's cringe because it's not your life. I messaged some bounty over Tumblr last night. She said, roar extreme.
Hello, everybody. 1 second, I'm just gonna oh shoot, the PNG tuber. No, it's gonna be like really annoying once I get live exit. Sorry, 1 second. The PNG tuber like froze again. Oh, wait. God damn it! Where'd it go? Oh, the window. Come on. I swear, it waits right until I swear, it's, I hit live stream, or I hit the, you know, the live scene button, and the thing fucking crashes every time I hit live scene. I have no idea why. Oh, and great, now it's not detecting my, microphone, so that's weird. Okay, testing. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Lol, we knew Ramble was the voice in my head all along. Oh, hey, we have someone new. Hello, Aaron Adam. Nice to see ya. Actually, wait, I think we were here last time, maybe. Anyway, we're about to fight Golgura. Mael is the one I've been using for a lot of solo fights. I did a little bit of leveling up. We're fighting that weird Gestrel lady who was like the boss of the Gestrel village. She's at a weird dark arena in the sky. I know we're kind of dropping in the middle, but like I had stuff going on. I did some side questing. My characters have gotten a little up. Code and assembly, help. I seem to be semi-recovering from the hand strain. So it's not, it wasn't, oh, that's good. So it wasn't a RSI. That's very nice. Is hunting unofficial arenas your hobby? This is the 17th arena I've stumbled upon in the last 17 days. Pissed, no, get out of my way. I'll take care of them later. For now, I'm going to enjoy this dance. Here I come. That's good to hear, Dawnseeker. So what do you need help with, Code and Assembly? Oh, the help we filled out? Yes, I was the one who decided to make it spell out help. Yes. Very much so. Alright, we got the fire. Now, Swift Strike. Oof. Ow. Okay. That hurt. So don't get hit by her is my takeaway there. Haven't gotten it checked out by a doctor yet. Oh, okay. How long has it lasted? Because if it's lasted more than a few days, you should probably get it checked out.
Ready to go. Nice. Good.
Yes! Bam! Oh, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Look how big that number is. Oh. There's something weirdly satisfying about seeing big numbers pop up in an RPG, especially near the end game. You know, when you're starting. Oh shit! She's gone. Wait, she's going Super Saiyan. Oh shit!
Ready to go. Good. Nice. Ready to go.
She's going Super Saiyan.
Ready to parry. Nice. Ready to go.
Oh man. Yes!
Time to hit big.
Okay, and we're gonna finish her off. Yes! That'll probably be next week if I get checked out by a doctor. If it isn't fully recovered and painless to move by then, I'm gonna go to the doc. Yeah. And a good advice I have from like when I had a strain in my wrist, just try not to move it as little as possible. Use your other hand for whatever you can, even if it's your dominant hand. Honestly, I really need to use my left hand more. I've been trying to get more ambidextrous, but I was checking temps for our August trip. I'm getting some poles in a canvas shot so we don't die. Oh, is August gonna be hot? Frederick, in Code and Assembly? I wonder who said that. Oh. Wonder who mentioned that August is really hot. We should probably do it in September. It's not so much the wrist itself, more so the fingers and the back of my hand. Oh. Huh. Actually, the fingers might be an RSI, because that's apparently, like... Honestly, it feels like it would be the wrist, though, if you had an What would you have strained that would be, like, the back of your hand? Well, guess what? We appreciate you. We're very stylish. Thank you for saving us. We'll see you around. Cool. I think I got a new weapon there. Did I? I thought I was supposed to get a new weapon from beating her. Alright. Let's see. Maybe we head down to, like, the Gestrel village, then? Because I heard that beating her gives you, like, a secret weapon or something like that, but didn't see a new weapon, so that's weird. Alright, let's go ahead and increase our vitality some more, give him some more luck. The water is so low in August, we have to change our stop speed further downriver. Wait, really? Oh my gods, what is happening to the fucking planet? Good gods, are you serious? That's insane. God, rivers be just... The water wars are coming, people. Waterworld is, I mean, not Waterworld, but, like, I guess the opposite. Mad Max is coming. Mad Max is coming. That's normal for Ruffalo, actually. Really? Oh, damn. Is it the result of a dam? Because then it could be a dam that dam. I actually don't know that much about the Buffalo River. Also, the new Edge of Eternity set is coming out later this Friday for Magic the Gathering, and I'm actually kind of hyped for it. It looks like it's going to be fun. There are several cards that are probably going to be absolutely busted in, you know, competitive Magic, but I have since stopped caring about Modern, Standard, and Pioneer. So, those are like the competitive formats. I do occasionally look up Pauper. For those of you who don't know, Pauper is like it is entirely fed by the rain in April and May. It just keeps going down after that. Okay, well that makes sense. By the time you get to August, it's had several extremely hot months that have been draining it dry. Anyway, interestingly, we're going to actually get Lune some closure. So Lune's parents were a part of, I think, the 41st expedition, and apparently they died over here by this Coliseum. So we're supposed to go help them. Verso told us he'd like show us their gravesite, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I've been holding off on it because it's a story beat. I didn't want to do those while I was off stream. But now that you guys are back, we can go get Lune some closure. I like Lune. She's a fun character. Honestly, I gotta say, all the characters in this game have been just absolutely phenomenal. And the recent twist of, you know, everything being the painted world is just a whole thing. Also, I did some leveling up, too. I like how one time I burst an air sac in my lung from crapping too hard. AKA, I burst an air sac. We could figure out what caused it. So the doc mate and I made up a reason so they could write down medical mystery. Couldn't. Oh my god. Or 46, I guess. Maybe it was the 46th Legion? We're gonna go rest. Learn some skills. I think I have, like, everything I need at the moment. Like, I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm almost done maxing. I've actually maxed out Ciel's relationship. So I have all of her attacks. She's one of the characters I use the least alongside Minoko, but Minoko I have not been, like, using that much. Couldn't, but it's a funny story to tell. Okay, that works. Oh, man, oh, man. You know, the only time I've had to go undergo, like, any kind of surgery or anything like that, so we're going to the Expedition 46, looking for Lune's trail. Nothing that can help open the door. Maybe she should try... Well, we are outside, so destroying with fire, playing music, or dancing to a ballet. I think we should try playing music, because we're right outside that, like... Remember the desert arena with, like, the dancer? After that, I'm going to try dancing, but I think music would work best. Wait, did I try fire? I thought I hit the music button. Oh. I must have hit the wrong button. Okay, try playing music. Strum her guitar. Her fingers hesitate. She closes her eyes and plays a song of longing. The door resonates. Oh, that's the other thing, too. The air dissipated all on its own. Really? Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So the door opened to music. Apparently, there's also another one of those giant apex monsters atop where the paintress used to be. And in order to get Mael her story arc closure, we've got to go there. So we'll probably be doing that after this.
Sorry.
They were good people.
Oh, the journal must be around here.
The journal must
It's
be
like,
around
oh
here.
yeah, I knew those people. They were like, you know, friends of my parents. And I knew them growing up. That must be hard seeing them turn to stone. Yeah, especially since Mael has already confirmed she can't bring them back to life. It's been too long. What the frick? Oh no! We have a snack alert. This is a snack. We have a snack. There is officially a snack. It's a giant snow snake, but it has a fucking rattle tail. Oh, rattlesnakes are the worst. It's a snack. Onyx. It's a snack. Also, I got a new ability that lets me attack twice in a turn, or more so like 2 turns in a row every time, which is ridiculously OP. The only person I don't have it on is Mael, because she kind of benefits from having Virtuous active for parrying. And it lets me do dumb stuff. Oh yeah, I am perfectly good at this level. Let's go, baby. Alright, let's go ahead and set up powerful, so we're doing more damage. Bam. What's the deal with Onyx? It's looking down. Oh wait, oh I get what you're saying. It's Onyx. It's Onyx, the Pokemon. Okay. I'm an idiot. Sorry, it took me a second. Um, it is literally a Rattletail version of Onyx.
That's better.
I'm actually surprised they don't have a version of Onyx in Pokemon, like a regional variant by now, that is like, you know, a rattlesnake. I mean, like, Onyx is essentially a giant earth snake. That's his whole gimmick. Wildfire Blast. So I'm surprised they haven't gone for, like, the rattlesnake look on him. Not that I necessarily want them to, but I'm just a little surprised they haven't done it, if that makes sense. Yeah! Especially since its tail already kind of has that kind of, like, bald shape to it. You know? Lash! Oh yeah, I just do so much damage now. It's great. I've got powerful weapons. I've got leveled up. I've gone on a bender. I am Bouquet Finale. What the? What? Is there more to this? Oh, he left behind some minions. Oh shit. Boom. Yes. Got it. Okay, so we've got these weird dancers. Are we about to... We're dizzy, so our aim is shakier. What's the deal with these guys? What is the deal with these things? Let's go ahead and sabotage. Oh, come on. They're dodging that, too. Boo. Okay, well, they die really easily to Verso. Verso just got a really good weapon, though, so it's kind of cheating, but... Chlorum. Defense and agility. Damn, that's powerful. Okay. This is, like, the Lune story arc, so is this weapon any good for her? So I got Braslim. This thing, I don't think I'm even spec'd for this. Yeah, I'm not even spec'd for it. It's beating out the... Oh, I definitely need to respec. Look at this. I'm not even spec'd into defense, and this is already beating out my old weapon. It's only one level higher, too, so that is clearly just an objective upgrade right here. This is just an objective upgrade. Can't see the face. Can't see the face? Oh, sorry, I had the Sneck. I had the Sneck thing up for the fight. That can go away now, though. Alrighty, we've got Lune a new weapon. Also, oh wait, we also have a new weapon for Monoko. Oh no, wait, no, this is I've had this weapon for a while. Okay, I got a new copy of it, so it leveled it up. Cool. All right, let's go respec Lune real quick into defense and agility, I think, and then we should be like good to go with her, because this is like this is like her story arc conclusion. So I imagine whatever weapon she just got is probably her A game here. And I can just get 99 in both of these. Like a boss. Look at that. Look how sweet this is. And now let's check out that damage. It was like 1800. Let's see if it's gone up any. Oh boy! I had like 1700 damage on my old weapon, and this thing is now... I just jumped like 1000 damage. That is sweet. Okay, let's find the journal. We need to go find the journal. This is the conclusion to Lune's story arc. She's going to read her parents' old journal from her failed expedition. They were killed by the knockoff Onyx, obviously. Wow, they really used to just die in droves, didn't they? And these were the tough expeditioners. The ones who actually made it far enough. Oh, wow. They died in a thematic pose. Right next to each other. Like Romeo and Juliet, but without the tragedy. I mean, I guess without the whole delay. I guess it's still tragic.
She off that blasted
Nevron for 4 days and 4 nights.
Saving the rest of us, but it gashed her badly.
Aww.
Toward the end, she
Damn.
seemed almost peaceful. She said not to worry. Her daughter Lune will
We'll
finish their work.
Oh, that's sad. She literally died, so hoping that Lune would finish what she started.
Let's head back to camp.
Lune's mom was a badass, though. She apparently held that thing off single-handed for, like, 6 days and 6 nights. That is insane. That's like comic book absurdity, I am peak human levels. You know when they say you're actually human and don't have meta abilities, but they're just like, but you stayed awake for like 6 days straight without sleep while fighting. Another medical mystery story. I was in the hospital after a bad grand mal seizure. I'm waiting to discharge. When they did some final checks, found my heart BDM was around 200, and it confused the hell out of the nurse. I can imagine. I can imagine that would very much confuse the nurse. Both Lune and Verso. Oh, we can get some more points into Verso. Do we go for more defense? I mean, that would increase the critical rate to 60. Let's see, what are the other options? Critical rate to 60. That just increases flat damage. This gives me more health. I think we go for... I mean, that's like 100 health for 6 points. I think we go for... That's not that much damage either. That's too... All of this is kind of minor. I think we get more out of getting a bit more defense and a bit more critical, though. Got bound to a BPM of 63. I actually don't know what the standard numbers are for this, so I have no idea how absurd that number is. If it is absurd at all. I don't know what the like average BPM numbers are. Beats per minute, I mean. That's like 1 beat per second, though. That is like a really slow heartbeat. Like, imagining a heart beating once per second is kind of horrifying. Yeah, I literally just... Yes, I just said that. I know you're a few seconds behind me, but yeah. Called the doctor in. Doctor checks my vitals, looks at me confused, asks if I feel alright. I reply I feel fine, then they hook me up to a different machine, take my vitals, and go. Okay, we gotta hold you here because we're afraid you might have a stroke from these readings. It's like, I know we were just about to release you, but you might die again, so we don't want to release you because then we just have to bring you back anyway. So we brought her to camp. So Lune's arc is now coming to a close. We have given her closure on the fate of her parents. And she's finally avenged them. She's killed the paintress. It didn't bring her satisfaction, but she's going to save their world regardless. Had to chop up the story due to character limit. That's fair. That's fair. Life, everything we did was about the paintress. I mean, without a character limit, though, people would just, like, copy-paste, like, 10,000 character things and flood the chat.
This responsibility.
This worry, this responsibility. Always there.
Always.
Always.
Always. Always.
Also, the soundtrack for this is coming out, and I have to get a digital version for my Plex
There's no
server.
relief.
Or at least buy the CD so I can rip the digital versions.
Even when I sleep, it's still,
Still there.
Like a breath I can never release.
They put so much on her.
That's a lot of pressure.
They put her under so much pressure.
Even her last words was, "Finish our work."
Oh, that is really tragic. It's like, you're dying and you're not even, like, focusing on your daughter because you love her. You're focusing on, I've ensured that she will finish the work we started.
It also shows how much faith she had in you.
That's one way to
Look at it.
And the other way?
My only value to them,
Not as a daughter.
not as a daughter,
That is kind of harsh.
for their legacy.
God, I love the writing in this game.
You really believe that?
I love it.
They always said
At
at
the end of the game, there are no
there are
points for
effort,
efforts, only results.
only results.
They sound like very harsh parents.
If you hate it so much, why continue their work at all?
I don't know. Maybe because I still hear their voices in my head.
Running away
Running
won't silence them.
silence them.
God, that is such a raw thing to say.
They're dead.
The voices
The
aren't
voices
yours.
aren't theirs.
But basically, long story short, the nurse turned my vitals twice, then got the doctor, and the doctor turned my vitals, then they changed machines, and we're finally accepting the results weren't
Even if
wrong.
they were alive, the
How are
voices
you
they
still
hear,
alive?
the voices
Is my
you listen
question.
to, have
With all
to
the stuff
be
you've told, with all the things you've told us, how are you still alive? The only voice you need to listen to is your
Is that
own.
how it works for you?
God, I love it.
Getting there.
Sometimes it's hard.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Verso kind of gets each member of the party in a different way. He gets Mael because he also was involved in the grand conspiracy or whatever. He gets Lune because he understands being forced responsibility by your parents. He understands Ciel because they bonded over their loss of their loved ones. Verso for the sister and family who he became differentiated from after he realized he was just a poor imitation of a previous person. And then he gets Monako because they've gone so many adventures together. They're both warriors who have been dragged back into this multiple times. And they all represent different things Verso has gone through, and they're all coping with it in different ways and all figuring different ways to, you know, live with it. Like, Verso, even though Verso and CL have experienced some of the same feelings of loss, CL can get her husband back. She was working towards it, but with Mael's powers, she might be able to repaint her husband and get her back. Whereas Verso actually has to accept, I have lost everything. And so by going on this journey with her, he's learned to accept his own loss even when she doesn't, and she learned to accept hers too until Mael came along and was like, I can, you know, I can fix this, I swear. In the end, they sentenced the misbehaving part of my heart with the electric chair zapping it dead. I can truthfully say a part of me died that day. Are you being literal? Because if so, that's kind of horrifying, man.
Take to the sky.
Okay. Let's see, what other big quest things are there at the moment? Well, we have, let's check the map. So we have a few other quests I know. Down there at the very bottom is the whole, you know, play the game thing. Oh, there's something here over in the Reacher. R, show objective. Okay, so there's something over here to the far left of the map. And I think that's the only... I know there are a few other things. I want to eventually kill that dragon, but let's go over to the far west and check out what's over there first. Yes, we can fly now, though. No more swimming for us. We're flying, baby. What is this clusterfuck? Oh, shit. Oh, it's on fire. This is the tragedy. This is like the paintress taking the moment of the flame or something. Well, that's my bet, at least. The canvas. Ooh, the canvas. Very meta. Let's rest real quick. Alright. So what's going on with this nonsense? So these are like echoes of paintings, I guess. The paintress's life. Her grief, you know. Trying to rebuild after the flames consumed everything. Or maybe this is like literally the memory of the fire burning everything to ashes and killing Verso. Or the original Verso. A canvas portrait of the Descendre family. Descendre family. Do you wish to remove the portrait? Yes. Frame hangs empty. Did that do anything? Are we like putting away the memory of the thing we can never get back, maybe? Not literal electrical tear. They went in and zapped with a wire groin artery and zapped a section of my heart. It wasn't very invasive. It wasn't a very invasive surgery. Damn. Again, as someone who has not gone through a surgery, that sounds invasive to me. They literally put something in your heart and zapped you. That sounds pretty invasive. Maybe that's just me. Look at this Tower of Babel nonsense over here. Oh, this is probably one of those Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. That thing is definitely one of those climbing challenges. I ran into a few of these earlier. It's essentially like a platforming challenge, and this game doesn't have the best jumping system. Well, didn't feel anything from it. Fair. For me, it's never really been about the pain something causes. I just feel a little leery of them sticking something into my organs. I wouldn't object to it if I needed to save my life, or to make sure I was healthy. I just always get a leery feeling from it. It has nothing to do with the pain, necessarily. Like, I remember when I was younger, I felt the same way about shots. I've kind of gotten over that as an adult, but, like, it was never the pain of the shot. It was the horrible squiggly. It was always the horribly weird feeling of, but what if something goes wrong and a piece snaps off and I have a piece of, like, the needle embedded in my arm or something and I have to pull it out. And my mind just always conjured, like, the worst possible scenarios, if that makes sense. Anyway, let's go kill the flying sky snake. We can go kill the flying sky snake. What is squiggly? What do you mean, squiggly? Everybody, snack alert. What is it with the end game and all the snacks? What is it with the end game and all these snacks? I'm actually asking. Wildfire. Bam.
Let the ink flow.
Okay. Boom. Oh shit, I still might be a little underleveled for this fight.
Ready to strike.
Yeah. Oh my god. That was 37,000 damage. Okay. I might be really underleveled for this. Oh god, I'm about to die. I'm about to die. It just ate all my AP. Side bits, let's do with their outside bits. It just ate all my AP, nearly killed my party with a single glancing blow, and gave itself... Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, this is a little nuts. This is a little nuts. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just reset this real quick. Because I'm just gonna pretend that fight never happened. Oh, shit. Shit, I was trying to hit cancel and it, the game just crashed. One moment. Okay, so the Expedition 33 has crashed exactly one time. We're pulling it back up now, though. Pulling it back up now. Yeah, when they think of treating their inside bits like they would their outside bits. Yeah, I agree. That's kind of the feeling I'm going for. Definitely. Definitely. Definitely the feeling I'm kind of going for. Alright, let's hope this doesn't crash again. Probably your fault. The crash was probably my fault. Oh, joy, my controller's not responding. Okay, there we go. What, did I just fail so hard at that fight? Or, no. I tried to run away and my cowardice caused the game to crash in disgust. That's it. That's probably it. The game crashed in disgust at my cowardice. I've never been scared of needles, though. Again, it's not really the needle I'm scared of. It's the horrible thing that can go wrong when I'm getting poked. I just have an aversion to physical injuries of any kind. Ooh, we can also dive now. I haven't done this before, so... Okay, we just got some Luma. I was hoping that we'd get, like, a Pokemon Emerald-style underwater area, but guess not. Fly! Fly, you wine-filled bastard! Fly! Like the little butterfly you are. He was filled with wine. We drank it all, though. For needles, I think the worst part is not the needles, the anticipation. I mean, yeah, that's a thing with, like, a lot of stuff. For example, a lot of people are scared of roller coasters, but I genuinely think it's the anticipation. Actually, I vividly remember something. So, I'm not scared of a lot of theme park rides. It takes a lot to make a theme park ride make me nervous, but there was this one theme... I've never been scared of part of needles. Any part of the needle inserting or retrieval process. There, now we're specific enough. But there was this one water slide that freaked me out at first. I still went on it because I enjoy thrill rides and I enjoy being a little scared when I'm having fun in a safe environment. But, like, basically it was this water slide that went 360 degrees. And the way that you, go on it is you have to stand in a little capsule with a transparent plastic floor. And they have this, like, countdown and then it just drops out from under you and you free fall into the slide. And doing that was like standing on top like a clear plastic platform that you know is about to trapdoor from under you. I can rationalize almost anything. And for some reason I couldn't, I had a hard time rationalizing it in my brain that it's objectively safe. Not roller coasters, I hate the feeling of not being able to take a breath because the wind is going so fast you're only to take it. Very few coasters go that fast. Like, the only coaster I can think of that actually made it hard for me to breathe would probably be the, that, like, 30-second roller coaster at Disney World. The rockin' coaster or whatever. You've been to the park with me. I'm not scared, but I don't like riding it. Yeah. I mean, there's a difference between being scared and just not liking to ride rides. Those are two very different things. there are plenty of objective reasons to not enjoy rides. Like if you, whenever you go a certain speed, you feel like your lungs are getting compressed. You don't enjoy thrill rides because you don't enjoy like going that fast. That is a completely valid reason to not go. And honestly, being unnerved by how dangerous rides tend to appear to be is also 100% valid. Like, both those are valid things. Coasters aren't for everybody. Oh, damn.
That's better. On fire.
Boom.
Good.
Okay. Let's see. Ice Lance.
Good.
My parasympathetic nervous system will be acting up. My parasympathetic nervous system will be acting up. Okay. Time for my perfect break. And this is actually probably going to shatter him, I think. Yes, it is. So he gets stunned. He can't do shit. Which means we can go ahead and start building up for another attack. Which should then give us enough things to use another perfect break like a boss. Look at me go. Look at the way I'm just comboing the shit out of this man.
This and precision.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Incoming.
Oh, just,
Okay.
damn it. Okay. I did not parry that well at all. Wildfire.
Chroma is flowing.
Bang. Okay, we're gonna go for a striker here. Boom. Another little medical mystery under my belt is, as a kid, I found a broken end of a long balloon. Okay. That sounds pretty normal for a thing a kid could find. And we'll perfect break, and that should finish this thing off. Dramatic Courtier.
My turn.
Slash him. Nope, he's not dead yet. He will be soon, though. Alright, we're gonna healing touch here. Cool. And then we're gonna go and energy tint to ourselves. Blew the into inflated, and I did manage to inflate it, but that wasn't the only thing I inflated air. Damn it.
On guard.
What did you also inflate with air? I'm actually a little scared to ask.
Precision.
Got him. Alright, Verso. Let's go and kill him with that little perfect break. How? How do you even do that? I didn't know it was possible to inflate your own saliva ducts. I actually didn't know that was possible. Is your body just like... Did you eat the gum fruit or something? I feel like you ate the gum fruit. You know you're actually Nika the sun god in that case, right? By blowing really, really hard. Again, it sounds like something Luffy would do. Also, what's the little mini cosmic, like the little mini cosmos floating in the air? It's pretty. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Pretty, pretty. Okay, what do we got around here? What else? What else? Alright, so we killed that, whatever that thing was. I really freaked the nurse out. I can imagine! She was probably just like, what the frick? Like, just like, never seen this kind of thing before. I don't know how to react to this. Especially if she was a nurse, like... Especially the nurse, it's nurse and not like the doctor. Like, the doctor has probably seen weird shit like that before. You know, they've been practicing long enough. But the nurse probably hasn't. Get back here, you overgrown little pellet. Ah. I'm trying to chase this thing into a hole.
Flashing through the sky.
Come on. He's very annoying. I didn't know even the doctor was surprised. I mean, yeah, but he's probably seen weird shit before. Like, even if he was surprised, he's probably at least, like, somewhat seen something like this before in his life. Even if it wasn't often. Okay. Oh my gosh, this thing is just running away from me. Like an ass. Can you not? Buddy! Seriously, holy shit. I knew these things have been hard to track down in some of the other levels, but like, not this hard. And he's running back in the water again. Okay. No! What is this thing's deal?
Here we go.
Alright, can I just like... Can't I pull out a gun here? No, I cannot pull my gun in the overworld. I was their first case of this, actually. The solution was simple. A bag of Sour Patch Kids to stimulate my saliva ducts. So your treatment for the weirdest shit ever was eat Sour Patch Kids.
Hang on tight.
I don't even have the words for that, actually. Like, I don't know how to respond to that statement. That's like next level absurd nonsense.
Here we go.
Alright, come on. There's gotta be something we can do here.
Take it to the sky.
Alright, maybe if we take it this way and then...
Flashing through the sky.
Come on, buddy. I just need you to stop. Alright, you know what? I'll do this later. This thing is not cooperating right now. I will chase it down later on my own time. Like I said, medical mysteries are not uncommon with me. Dude, any one of those would be like, oh yeah, my body's weird too. The story that, like, I tell everyone. And you've had, like, 4 of them, apparently. Or 3 of them. Like, do you ever get tired of just, like, being a medical marvel?
Through the sky.
Does that get old? It must get old, right? Alright, so I've done the Dark Gestural Village. Let me check out my L's weapons real quick. Let's see. By level.
Flashing through the sky.
Let's go back to the Gestural Village. Check out there, maybe. Alright. Let's check out the Gestural Village. How's it going since, you know, everything? Not at all. You do not ever get tired of it. Okay. Okay, then. It sucks in the moment, but it's worth it for the stories. Sucks in the moment, but it's worth it for the stories. Damn. Alright. Oh, okay, so I might be able to fight her here for the weapon. Maybe she was talking about fighting her here. Because I thought they said go to the Dark Gestural Village, which is like the floating thing in the sky. Yep, we need all the help we can get. That lazy, weak-minded rule breaker. If I see this idiot. Oh, I can't challenge her here? Oh, wait, no, I can't challenge her. I just keep hitting the wrong option. Just like our trip. Actually, I hate this. I hate this. My research of Lilo and Stitch has impressed upon me the need to actually go outside and experience this thing firsthand. My research of Lilo and Stitch has only furthered my conviction to go on this trip with you. So, there was this thing, when I was reading through the interview, and I might talk about it in the review itself, where, when they said when they were designing, like, doing all the animation for Lilo and Stitch, they actually went to Hawaii, and they, like, spoke with people. They even went to visit some classrooms so they could talk to actual kids. And while they were there, they noticed that the white sea foam on, like, cresting waves and stuff, and, like, the waves that wash ashore, was affected by the time of day, because it reflects the sky. And they realized that at certain times of the day, the white foam on the waves wasn't white. It was more of a pinkish color. And so they actually did this in certain scenes of the movie, because they had observed it in real life. And it's the kind of thing you would never do unless you observed it in real life. The kind of thing professional animators who had worked on multiple Disney projects wouldn't have done if they hadn't observed it. Which is just what you've been telling me, but in an objective, undeniable sense. And I hate it. Oh shit, she like one-hit me. Damn. Okay, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again. We can do this. I parried her before. Although I should probably add some more of like the solo protection. Let's see, do I have any more of like the solo? Let's see here. Solo. Last stand stuff. Accelerate last stand game rush. Increase break. Cheater. We should probably be running cheater. I'm gonna take off healing tent. You need experience out of sample data. You really do. It's important. And I get that now, okay? I get it. I get it. It took a while, but I do get it. Recovery doesn't really work if she's one-shotting me. So I should probably just get rid of that. Accelerating last stand. Last stand critical, longer, powerful. I need to have warming up on here. Auto regen. Auto regen doesn't really work if I'm getting one shot. Do we have... let's see. Cheater. Like, tell me how many people can say they've inflated their saliva ducts by blowing up a balloon. Their action gives people priceless. Honestly, some people just wouldn't believe you. Like, legitimately, some people just would not believe you. Let's get in medias res instead of regen. Because we'll get some shields. Alright, let's provoke her to a duel. Let's do this.
Okay.
Alright. Oh, shit.
On guard. From fire.
Get virtuous. You know, I still haven't found a person who doubted me.
Nice.
Damn it. Shit. I was doing so much better earlier. I was in the zone earlier. God damn.
Damn
Damn it, no. Provoke her to a duel. I can't be under leveled for this. I'm like 68 now.
Finesse and grace.
I probably should have added the double attack one, cheater.
Good. Nice. Nice.
There we are. Look at me go now. I got this. I got this.
Shot. From fire.
Burn.
Nice. That's better.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Probably they can tell us the truth from how I talk about it. Probably. What flurry? Oof. No, I keep doing the wrong parry there. Well, now I'm exposed. Oh god, I'm about to... Oof. Damn it, I've just lost Virtuous. Yeah, I think I'm underleveled for this fight still. Yeah, I'm still underleveled for this. Damn it. Now I see, I definitely don't want to go to the final boss right now, because if this is anywhere near the final boss's difficulty, I'm gonna get my ass wrecked. I feel a little frustrated. I'm not sure what else I should do. Well, I can always go... Oh, I know. I could do Mael's story quest thing. Mael said, like, where she fought her mother, there's an apex creature that she can fight. So let's try and go there. Maybe that'll... The problem I have with, like, the big open world at the end of the game, and this is going to be a criticism I'm going to have, I feel a lack of direction. There's a lot of things, but they're not all at the same difficulty level, and it's hard to figure out what you should be challenging right now. Because there are definitely things that you should challenge first, you know? Because there are clearly things that are stronger than the other things. Like, the big Onyx creature we fought is loads weaker than some of the other things. I haven't gone to this building yet, though. Maybe I should try here. We'll try there after. We'll go try the fight something at the top where her mother was, and then we'll try that. Often when people lie, there are tells. Yeah. Very much so. Let's see. Oof.
Flashing through the sky.
Okay.
Hang on
Let's
tight.
go. Fly, you overgrown balloon. Fly. I gotta say, the flying does make things easier. I would have preferred if they just gave us a fast travel ability already. Like, don't get me wrong, at the beginning of the game, having all of these, you know, having all this stuff made it feel like a huge world. But even once you gain the flying, like, yeah, I appreciate the vastness now. I really do. But also at the same time, it's just like a lot of busy work when you're moving between places. Like, what is this? How does this moment add to the story? I guess we're approaching the apex again. It's building tension. Apparently there's another apex creature. I'm guessing it's the giant woman that we fought. That was like the paintress embodied or something. Maybe? Not sure.
Hang on tight.
Woo! Boom. Alright, we're into the monolith. I had a discussion with Mael, like, during one of the rests, when I was building a relationship with her, and she's like, yes, my mother left another apex here to guard it. I want to go defeat it and find some closure. I often when people lie, there are tells. One of my tells is I start, like, I don't really have it as much anymore, but when I was younger, if I tried to lie about something really obvious, I couldn't do it with a straight face. It's a lot easier to tell when you're in person with someone, though, and you can see their facial expressions. Okay, let us see. I remember back when this was like the new area and we were exploring, we were figuring out what's going on with the paintress. Now, the painter was Mael's mother. Yes. So the painter was Mael's mother. Yes. The paintress was Mael's mom in the real world. So apparently the paintress was a member of like this family who are painters who can use their magic to bring painted worlds to life. And her son died in a fire, and so she retreated into the painting her son had made, the only one he ever made, that was populated with a bunch of characters he and Mael played with as children. And she essentially recreated her family out of painted creatures. And it wasn't her killing everyone. It was their father, Renoir, the real Renoir, not the old guy. And he was killing her oldest paintings. And the reason that the Renoir we fought, along with Verso, who is just a copy of the original Verso, were immortal is because she was physically protecting him with her magic. There was a whole thing about how Renoir was like trying to get her to leave the painting because she stays here. She was eventually just going to collapse. You know, eventually just drained. You can't remain in a painting forever. And she was essentially retreating into a fantasy world. And her family had been trying to get her out. So Mael went into the painting after her and her sister hid it to try and get her mother out and then, like, get her help. But Mael ended up losing her memory and getting, like, reborn in the world. And she only regained it after they defeated her mother and Renoir, like, deleted everyone out of existence. And then she came back and remade everyone. And the Verso we knew has essentially grown tired of the whole shebang of all this fighting and being reborn infinitely kind of thing. He's just tired and he wanted it to all end. But now he's seen, like, the damage and he's willing to give, you know, living another try, essentially. Bang. Let's go. Alright. Wildfire. And it's a story about grief. Like, they lost Verso, and they can't really get him back. And pretending this Verso is the Verso they lost is, quite frankly, just unhealthy. It wasn't good, but also Renoir's thing of burn this painting full of people who feel and live so that my wife won't come back here and drown herself in her sorrow over and over again may also not be the best approach. You know, burning every remnant of the child you love because your wife won't stop obsessing over it isn't that healthy either. You still need to grieve, buddy. And Mael is like, I will help you get mom out of the painting, but I've kind of lived a whole life here, and I'm maybe a little immersed myself at this point. But I still think Mael is handling it healthier than her mother did. She wants to live here and live out the life of being Mael. Verso was tired of being impossible. Well, Verso was tired of watching the suffering. He was tired of watching as the paintress, technically his mother, was constantly in agony over, trying to replace it, but never quite getting everything right. You know, she could never quite immerse herself in the fantasy completely, so their family wasn't completely whole. He was tired of watching the suffering and the slow death of all the people of Lumiere, because these were people he had loved. He had been reborn in the world originally too, and so, like Mael, he had come to appreciate them, but he had been watching for centuries at this point as they slowly died one after the other. And he was just tired of the whole cycle and just wanted it to end. You know, at least the world outside would be allowed to move on. Meanwhile, Renoir is happy Mael helped out, but he thinks that destroying any remnant of this is the healthier option, which probably isn't, all things considered. Oh, maybe this is the thing we're supposed to be fighting, the giant sun. The gigantic sun, solar eclipse of Lume, of Chroma, whatever this thing is. No? I could have sworn they said there was an apex around here. Let me check something real quick. Journal. No. Inventory. Quest items. Wood boards. Lune. Alicia. And so Mael's actual original name was Alicia. Alicia. Basically Verso's... And a lot of the things, like Monaco is the family dog. And the, his, like, little gestural, like, son was the puppy they had that also died in the fire. There's a lot of, like, meaning behind the actual journey they went on and the characters in the painted world. That I think is kind of interesting. Okay, so this is the apex that was left behind. Alright, cool. Cool. Here it is. That's also why that weird faceless individual was helping us out. That was the real Renoir, who was trying to help, the expedition defeat the Paintress so that they could set her free. Alright, let's do an energy tent here. And we're going to do powerful. Yes, got it. Chromatic Clair Obscur. Oh look, title drop. The name of this thing is literally Clair Obscur. Well, everybody, that's the title. Alright, Swiss Strike. Perfect. Oh, I forgot to reset her build. Oh, I got it. Cool. For a second there, I thought it screwed with the gradient counter. Alright. See, I'm okay with me not doing as much damage to this one because A, I have that attack, and B, I have more characters. The solo fight where I'm getting one shot is a little much,
I'm
though.
ready.
Oh shit. Here it goes.
Nice. That's better.
Oh shit, that was close. Fluent Flurry! Damn.
I'll do it.
Oh shit. Oh damn.
Die again.
Verso. Perfect break. We're gonna revive Lune.
Sorry, I failed.
Oh damn, Mayo's dead. Oh shit.
Our chance.
Alright, we have 2 here, so we're gonna go ahead and revive Mael.
Overflow.
And then we're gonna go ahead and cast a healing light on her. There we go. So this is Mael's trauma over here. That's why he keeps targeting her, I guess. Dear gods. You know, I feel like I've gotten worse at parrying things as this stream has gone on. It's a very horrible feeling.
Let's carve a path.
Alright, we got perfect break again.
Break.
There we go. Holy shit, it's like one-shotting everyone. God damn. This is what I mean. Like, I feel like I was decently leveled for Lune's character arc. Why am I not decently leveled for the boss fight for, like, Mael's character arc?
Precision.
That's weird.
Oh well.
Then again, I did parry those attacks well, so... Oh, frick. Alright, let's go ahead and respec our, like, Pictos for this. See what the deal is. Alright, let's go... We're gonna heal party. Go to Mael. She has a lot of Last Stand stuff that I don't need on her. Because we don't need the Last Stand stuff while she's by herself. So, Power Last Stand and all that stuff can go away. Protecting Last Stand, Accelerating Last Stand can also go away. Okay, do we want Cheater? Let's not do that. We should do Warming Up, because that makes her more powerful. And I think... She's getting one shot a lot, so maybe plus... that doesn't seem great. I want to talk about how cool last week's session was. Oh, did you enjoy last week's session? I really loved how it came out. That was so much fun. I basically did like a little murder mystery thing with a body-hopping parasite that hollows out its hosts. And had them all locked in with like a bunch of unique characters with their own personalities. And, you know, the security guards and the researchers. It was so much fun. I loved it. I even had... Kane Quill is also a good name. Thank you! I actually thought about their names and personalities rather than just using a random number generator for the names. It was so much fun playing it all. Oh god, it was just the best. Don't really know much more to say about it other than that. Alright, let's go ahead and rest here. Although I did love Russell Kaplan. Kaplan. Because Kaplan is a fish that tastes like herring, and Russell kind of means red, kind of like a horsehair worm. I'm not sure what a horsehair worm is. But if it sounds like what I described, then probably yeah. Okay. Put a little bit of vitality. Alright. And then I think I'm gonna modify her skill. I feel like Furrow is also a name you came up with. Does not feel random. Yeah, I did kind of, come up with Furrow. Yes, I came up with Furrow. I think. Then again, I might have also just, I think Furrow, I didn't come up with Furrow, but I found it on a list of uncommon names, I think. I was looking for, like, less common than average names for Furrow, and I found a list of them, and I chose Furrow off a list, I think. He wasn't a random number generator like the others, but he was from a list, I believe. Alright. Fire Rages is just not great. So let's not do that. Earth Rising. Consume light for damage. Electrify does hot. Crustal Crush. Let's add that instead of Fire's Rage. And let us fast travel, I guess? Or no? Okay, let's see what we got up here. Now, let us continue to rise. Alright, so I've got all the I got some new stuff equipped. I feel like we've got this. I feel like we got this. Also, there's a little trick I learned. If you swap out the weapon, the game will if you swap out a weapon, the game will save. So I'm going to swap out the weapon real quick and then put it right back. That way the game will save briefly. Mael's weapon is still really low damage compared to the others. But I don't really have anything more powerful. Maybe the Barrier Breaker could be more powerful, but I kind of like the Virtuous Stance setup for this one. Anyway, the session was made to be really short. I made sure to have some GM intrusions, though, and I kind of just... I worked the whole thing out, and I had it very organized. Like, I even color-coded it partially, using, like, specific colors for the names in the guide, so which helped me to, I feel, internalize them a bit more. Having a unique color for each name made the names feel more impactful or important. Energy Tent. Let's do that. Do Powerful. Okay. Yeah. Slashing. Swift Stride.
Just try it.
Oh shit. It's such a delayed attack. Once in the presence of water, horsehair worms exit their host. Ew, gross. Gross. Ugh. One of the reasons I added to the horror franchise, though, is that Paradites have always given me the heebie-jeebies.
Let's carve a path.
Marking shot. Perfect. Oh shit.
Did I die again?
Finesse and precision.
Wet flurry.
Bring it
Okay.
on.
Oh, here it comes, here it comes. Oh man. There it goes. Kind of sounds like the parasite you described. A bit. Although this thing was like actually kind of pseudo-sentient. So that's a bit of a difference.
Let's carve a path.
All right, now we're gonna try and perfect break. Hopefully, I can like shatter it.
Break.
Nope, still can't shatter it yet.
Danger!
Here it comes. Here it comes. Oof. Mael's only alive because of her shields.
Ready to go.
Oh, bam. Yes! Okay, this thing is still too strong for me, I feel like. But, if I'm good enough at the parries, if I get the timing down, I should still be able to kill it.
I'll manage.
Slash, slash, bam. Okay, it's broken now. We're gonna use this opportunity. Cast a revive tent on her. Alright. Makes it waste a turn. Oh, come on! Of course he's gonna go after freaking Lune again.
Better.
Why does he keep going after her? God damn.
A storm is coming.
This isn't even her character arc. You should be going after Mael. Okay, so if I eat... Yes, I think I can get the lightning. Okay, I can get the lightning attack off, which is really powerful. Okay, cool. So, I've got the unique stain to get... So, I'm going to use this now. Oh, no, I don't have enough great... Oh, God, that sucks. Alright, let's do Tremor then.
This ends now.
Let's carve a path.
Let's go ahead and slash it. That gives a basic attack that helps us get point perfect break online. Perfect break. Slash it for another 140. Get it for more damage. Guys, I really have to be careful here.
Okay.
Damn it! Lune, stay alive! We're gonna go ahead and use an item then, since she's gonna lose the virtuous stance anyway. I'm gonna use an item, revive Lune. Use another item, heal Lune, get her up to full.
Last ditch effort.
And then use another item, heal myself, get up to full, or get up to better. Oh wait, why didn't that healing work? Shit. Tell me why Mael's hair is white. Because she awakened her true memories of her true self outside the painting. It's sort of symbolic of, like, ascending and getting over her grief, I think. I don't think it's because she has white hair outside the painting. I think she has red hair outside the painting. I think she's just, like, fully in tune with both herselves, though. Or maybe she does have white hair. It's been a little while since I saw that cutscene. So this lightning dance should do a lot of damage here. Oh, yes! Look at that! Look at Lune! Just did 200,000 damage. How is painting connected to the petal plague? So the petals are basically the chroma. They are literally the, like, swatches of paint. So they're not, like, just rose petal, but they're essentially, like, the paint itself drifting away and being ripped away from the constructs as they dematerialize. And what was happening was, the gourmage wasn't actually caused by the paintress. She was drawing the number to warn her creations that the oldest of their number were going to die. It was actually that, like, faceless guy that saved Mael at the very beginning who was going to do it. I think it's because she'd been in the painting for too long and started to deteriorate like her mother. Well, she left the painting and came back, technically. Like, she came back in, I thought. Or, well, she also kind of... Actually, I don't think we get confirmation she walked back in. No, she didn't come back in. She's been in the paintress too long, her mother. That would actually make some sense, actually. I didn't think about that. That would make sense. You're right, because her mother also had, like, the really white hair. You're right, that was a flashback. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That was the flashback. You're entirely right about that. And her mother also had, like, the pale white hair like she did, which was probably a result of staying too long. Although, I thought the result of staying too long was more of the, like, broken body. Like, you remember how both Renoir and the Paintress had those, like, shattered bodies? A lot like the ghosts that are all over the place? I always kind of thought that was the cost of staying too long, that you're no longer able to maintain an image of yourself, and you break away into that, like, kind of shattered perspective. As your mind literally breaks apart, so does your thing. Her father also said she was staying too long as well. Yeah, but he would have been in there for, like, way longer than her. Like, Mael was born, you know, well into this process. Her father would have been there for, like, years and years longer. Because he was there since the plague started. Mael only appeared, like, what, maybe 20 years prior? So, like, Mael's been here for maybe a fourth of the time he has. Maybe it's because she's getting too attached to the painting itself. Like, her maybe the white hair isn't just, like, you know, she's been here too long, but she's also very attached to it. You know, unlike her father, who has remained detached, maybe putting himself into a comatose state for a long time. His hair was white, and he can go in and out. True, true. Repairing them? So the Paintress was trying to keep people alive, but she could only protect the younger creations. Renoir was slowly gaining more and more power, and every year in the painting, he was able to kill all of those who had the oldest year's birth date. And that was what was causing the Gourmage. The Paintress was spending all her power to keep the rest of the people alive and not immediately have them wiped out. It's also why she wasn't able to really defend herself until we made it to her. It's why she didn't try and stop us. Because she was protecting us. We weren't the threat to her, technically. We were her subjects, or the last vestiges of Verso. Because they imply that when a painter makes a painting, they put a bit of their soul into it. How's it going? Can't promise I stayed the whole thing, unfortunately. Well, we're finishing off some side quest stuff at the moment. And we're kind of talking about the symbolic, point of Mael's hair going white. Doesn't affect the real world. Exactly. The Gourmage is the father, Renoir, trying to slowly destroy the painting to free his family from the grief of it all. However, it's also the last vestiges of Verso's soul, the real Verso from the real world. Like, this was the last pieces of him. Mael. Or Anime and You Awakens.
I'm getting quite tired of
People telling me to go home.
So please, no more.
She's kind of risking becoming like her mother.
As you wish.
Although Verso also has the shades of white in his hair, which could kind of represent how he's made of the remnants of Verso, the original Verso's soul, but he's also not quite Verso, so he has like it could be like that, because Mael was more of a character. Because remember, Mael was still Mael and not Alicia until she awakened her memory. So maybe the white hair is more an awakened version of herself. So like the people from the real world have the white hair, and Verso was, yes, he's a clone, but he's also a clone who was made from the painting magic of Verso's soul. So everyone in the painting is literally not real in a sense. Well, that's part of the argument. It's like, yes, they're not real from the subjects outside, and that's why the father doesn't seem much harm in destroying it, even if it would hurt him, because it's, Renoir's body. Renoir's soul. Trying to hold on to something, even if it's fiction, just like a classic WoW server. Do you want to spend time with Mael? Yes. I promised Mael I'd help her find Alicia. She's with the Lax Exon west of the monolith. Oh, west of the monolith at the top of the tower. Okay, I thought it was on top of the tower. Okay. Let's talk with the others. Minoko.
So, you're really in... Well...
At least everyone's still talking. That's a start. Yes, we want to spend some time with Minoko. It is so. But, like, at the same time, even if it might be unhealthy to hang on to it, destroying it and completely erasing it just to get rid of it so it can't remind you of the pain anymore may not also be healthy, because then you're destroying a remnant of someone you cared for. Like, is that the right move? Do you just get rid of all of it and forget they existed? Try and blot out Verso and just not think about him?
Tonight is a night for
this is literally the story of the grief of this family. And the way their actions have affected this world that they created.
We shall bring Noko back.
We shall bring Noko back.
Thought you wanted to wait.
Remember, Noko is literally like the gestural stand-in for their puppy who also died in the fire.
Tomorrow, it's a simple journey to the
I do think the white hair might represent being a real person. Because think about it, Minoko has the white hair, and he's supposed to represent the dog. Verso has speckled white hair, but he's not the real Verso. He's just the soul of Verso, or he's parts of Verso's soul through the magic who are representing it. Soon you're gonna be motherfucker that everyone needs to respect, or they on your mercy.
You helped me.
We promised we'd bring him back. The Sacred River is not far from Minoko Station to the north. Okay, so we need to bring Noko back. Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. He cut his heart out to rid himself of the pain. Are we going to turn Shadow of the Colossus where she turns into dog? No, the puppy died in the fire. So there apparently was a war between the painters and the writers. Yes, I know, that is very meta. And they apparently trusted the writers for something. I'm getting real Romeo and Juliet vibes there. And due to that trust, they set fire to a room where Alicia and the dog, the puppy, was. And as a result, Alicia was horribly burned and lost her ability to speak in the real world, and Verso died from this attack. That's also all the visions Mael's been having in the earlier parts of the game of the burning building is literally the memory she had from the real world of that traumatic event that, like, fully reshaped her life and turned this place from a childhood paradise. Because Alicia and Verso had come here before. It was Verso's first true painting with painting magic. And it was a fun place where they could have friends and go on adventures. Like, the reason that, you know, Esqui is this super powerful... Esqui is literally described as the most powerful being in the world. And he's this super cool guy who goes on adventures with my friends and all that. And it was literally a child's fantasy of, like, a world where you can go be adventurers on some epic fantasy quest with this cool guy, Esqui. And Francois, his, like, annoying, constantly sulking roommate. It's literally a child's playground, you know? Which is kind of interesting. I love it. It really is cool. It also might explain why the world was similar to the real one. Like, Lumiere is clearly a version of Paris. So maybe this was actually Paris. Like, their version of Paris had actual Paris, but with magic. And Lumiere is like a fictionalized version of Paris with even more fantastical elements than just the painting. Which is something to think about. Again, Verso was like an early stage painter too. He was implied to be somewhat new. This was like his first complete painting. And it's one of the reasons why the family is torn over whether or not they should... His parallels. Papa and his parables.
He never
Paints just to paint.
Everything has to
Have layers or layers of meaning and purpose. Okay.
Everything's a lesson.
Everything's a lesson with Renoir. What's the lesson here?
Hope.
Hope. Oh, building... It's a Tower of Babel reference. Hoping for a better world, building to the heavens. Although it could also... Wait, maybe not Tower of Babel, because that's more of a story of man's arrogance. Or pride. And Papa knows I have vertigo. So, both the Paintress and Renoir have essentially been modifying Verso's painting. Renoir's trying to create things that will help him tear it down, whereas the Paintress was trying to create things to help preserve it. Which is why she created the Nevrons, apparently. So she was trying to create things in the sky.
I hate climbing.
I hate climbing. There's so much layered in meaning, and I could there's probably like a dozen other things I probably could go back on a second playthrough and figure out. Like, what was the purpose behind the mimes that are apparently hidden inside some of the levels? Like, there are little mime characters just hidden all over the place. Do they have, like, a narrative purpose, or are they just, like, fun? I don't know. It could be either or knowing this game.
Let's carve a path.
Maybe the mimes are supposed to represent the fantasy as well, but in a different way. You know, like, they're all people playing pretend at things that don't really exist. They're actors that walk a stage that isn't real. So maybe it could be a reference to how the painting isn't technically real either. I could see that, maybe. There's just so much to dig into in this game, and I know I'm missing at least some of it. This is literally the kind of thing I feel like I'm going to be playing, like, years from now, and then have, like, a sudden realization on the nature of that one character, or that one line, and be like, oh my god, it meant that Verso liked mimes. It could also be that Verso just liked mimes. That's entirely possible.
Is this part of the parable?
They're jealous and seek to destroy it. Everything is. Okay, so this might be a Tower of Babel reference, actually. They're jealous of this gigantic, omnipotent being trying to build a tower to surpass her. This feels like a Tower of Babel reference. This definitely feels like a Tower of Babel reference now. Here we go. I mean, they're literally building a tower to the heavens to catch up to a near omnipotent super being. Like, I don't know how that could exist and not be a Babel reference. Then again, that seems like the easy reference to get, you know? The surface level thing. What's the actual lesson here? Because I don't Renoir would literally just create a recreation of the Tower of Babel as a fable. Without something more to it, you know? He seems like the kind of pretentious guy who wants to have his multi-layered meaning to things. This looks like the sister from Generator Rex, like the spider sister. What was her name? I forget what her name. Bethany or whatever? Beverly, that was her name, Beverly. Generator Rex, the doctor character, had like the sister who turned Evo. They remind me of the sister's like spider form kind of thing. Let's go ahead and cast Wildfire, get them all fired up. Boom.
Let the ink flow.
Alright. Yeah. Oof. Alright. Bang. Got it. Okay, so we're gonna perfect break here. Get wrecked. Haha. Look at me, just a complete badass. Yeah. So what's with the spiders with like an anglerfish lantern? I do like how it looked like the anglerfish lantern didn't really take damage. So it was literally a lure for me to go after the shiny object with my bullets and waste AP. That's actually a really cool character design. I like that. Like, once you know the gimmick, you know not to use it. But the first time you see that little lantern, you're like, oh, I should shoot that. Because whenever you see a glowing orb in this game, it's taught you to, like, shoot the glowing orb to get the bonuses. Also, one second, my character thing stopped talking. So I'm going to reset the PNG tuber real quick. One moment. It crashed. PNG tuber crashed. I'm going to try to reset him. Okay. Move him back over. Let's go, let's go. Come on. Yes. Oh. You. Yep, full screen. And there we go. Okay, cool. And my mic is... Sorry, come on. Give me a sec. And there it goes. Okay, cool. Up and running again. Just like before. Now. Doesn't call me... Call out... YouTube doesn't let me call out genocide of mine. Actually, it did. YouTube just did. What the hell? YouTube did indeed let you say that. Why do you hate mimes so much? What's wrong with mimes? Yeah, what in the dragon hell? Why does it let you say that? I thought YouTube censors would catch that for sure. Bet you were pretty confident in that too.
Did that Nevron just kick a different Nevron off the tower?
Wait, what?
It looks that way.
Why? But why? It just kicked... Okay, this is definitely has something to do with the Bower Babel, because one of the main things was that by dividing human languages, they could never all work together again. You created difference and, you know, individual languages to segment and fracture humanity. That was like a whole point of the Tower of Babel. God damn it. I fell. Shoot. Mime rights are your rights. They creep me the ever-loving hell out. Look, they're just performers. They're just performers, man. It's fine. It's cool. They're not soulless monsters who will devour you. They're just people. Which is almost as bad, but you know. Good. I keep running to try and avoid that fight. And it keeps making me fall off. Also, there's this door right here that I almost feel like I should go in, but I know that it'll probably reset my position. I don't want to reset my position. Do 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 do. All right, come on, come on, come on. All right, well, I'm gonna try running and then walking near the end. So I'll run to get away from this guy. Okay, and we... Oh! No! Motherfucker! I should have mantled! Why didn't it let me mantle? Also, the recontextualization of the tower, so it means something different, like Satan in Paradise Lost. That's true. It could be, yeah. So maybe instead of, like, the destruction of human cooperation, it's meant to represent more of the way that humans will, like, crowd on top of each other or obsess over something. Obsess over... Maybe it's obsession over perfection? Like, they're chasing the perfect being and trying to make something like it in its image? Guess YouTube dropped that as well. You keep trying to put stuff that YouTube's gonna block. I don't understand why you do it. We're gonna go on this one because this one's big. There we go. Yay! We made it across finally. I just don't want to get bogged down in 1,000 side fights here. Let's go. God, I just love the art style of this game, though. Like, every part... The different parts of the painting all have their own unique feels, you know? So, they all feel a bit different. The frick is this? Oh, boss fight, I guess. I try to manifest in freedom of word. I'm a dragon, I can do that. Oh... Do 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 do. Wait, is that a person? No, no, it has a mannequin arm. Never mind. What even are these guys? It looks like it has a normal arm, actually.
Vertigo.
Vertigo, remember? Vertigo, remember? Mael, he tried to give you some cool-ass Da Vinci wings.
His intentions
are
are
good.
I know, but his
Methods.
Your father?
Yeah.
I'm the youngest,
Which makes
everything worse.
Oh, I understand that.
I get that.
Only child.
Yeah. Claire's the oldest.
Lucky you.
She's just so perfect.
So accomplished
and
talented. Weird that she didn't have a
Papa's
painted
favorite
version, I don't
place.
think. I don't think she had a painted version, which is a little odd.
And Verso.
Verso could always make Papa laugh.
Verso could always make Papa laugh. It's so many inside jokes. Then there's me.
And then there's you.
The actual
The actual
favorite.
The one he calls his hidden star, but who's too shy and self-conscious to see it.
Oh.
Here I am, messing things up even more.
Oh, yeah.
Look around. He just wants you to fly.
He just wants you to fly. God, there's so much meaning behind that. He just wants you to embrace your own confidence, let go of your fears, and embrace yourself for who you are, rather than second-guessing it constantly. God, there's so much about her relationship with her father there.
All these inventions.
Gustav would have loved to see this.
Gustav would have loved to see this.
Gustav would indeed have loved to see this. Ugh. It's so beautiful. Painting. Even if Renoir made this. Alright. Up into the sky, to the top of the tower, so we can fight this gigantic creature that reaches for the sky. Wow, we're going like really far up here. Holy shit. Oh, we got to get another balloon. There's another balloon we have to get to now. I do like how Alicia always saw her siblings as like the better children, whereas her parents kind of see her as the favorite. They just don't realize it. Living in the shadow of others is so horrible. You get two responses: trying to cover yourself in pride, pretending you're better, or just shrinking into yourself. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. That's one of the benefits I've always found of being, like, the odd one out. Like, I was always a little bit of the odd one, where I, you know, wasn't really into things anyone else did. I kind of did my own thing. So I kind of was able to branch out. Yeah. Being in the shadow, though, is just, that must be painful. Okay, a weird guy with a lantern.
Let's carve a path.
Or be like my sister and just do the opposite. Yeah. I mean, I've had that thing before. Telling me, a person in authority telling me to do something is like the quickest way to make me do the exact opposite. Not even because I necessarily want to do the opposite, because I just want to be pure spite at that point. Yeah. Alright. Switch strike. Bang, baby. Counter magic. Personally, I think I'm more of my brother and sister, because in their eyes, they actually do something with their lives. They have drive to do things, where me, I got none of that. Hey, man. Find your lane, do what makes you happy. Don't do things just to make others happy. Do stuff to make yourself happy. Like, if you can find people you want to do stuff with, and you want to live your life with, or you want to appreciate you, and you want to prove yourself to them, go for it. But don't do it just to please others. That is just a road to, like, an endless treadmill that never ends. And that will leave you probably dissatisfied in the end. God damn, there's so many of these things. God, the soundtrack in this game is so good. Like, so good. Oh, I need to get this on my Plex server immediately. Oh, by the way, there are a bunch about Code Assembly. There are about to be a bunch of other stuff on the Plex server. I've got a bunch more movies, and I'm going to be adding a season of the Venture Brothers. I can't believe it wasn't there already, but it soon will be there too. Fire damage roll.
A storm is coming.
Energy 10 on Lune. Good at school, but had no friends. Teachers would mention my sister how smart she must be, so she worked to not excel in school and focus on making friends instead. That's completely valid. And then I'm the finance kid. I was the programmer in a family of lawyer and doctor. Like, my dad was the lawyer, and, like, all of his siblings were doctors. And by the time they were, like, by the time I was in college, everyone else kind of, like, knew that they were either gonna, like my brother didn't really know what he wanted to do at first before he eventually just decided to become a doctor too. But my cousins, I had a feeling a lot of them were gonna try and become doctors. I was the programming guy. I kind of knew where I wanted to be. I knew my lane was in, like, I wanted to create stuff, I wanted to make things, and I wanted to program. I wanted to be relating to a computer, to be working with computers and stuff like that. And now I'm a programmer who does YouTube channel and other stuff like modeling and drawing on the side. Like, that's kind of where I ended up. And it's hard for me to, like, internalize the whole not knowing what you want to do, or maybe even pressure to do something, because I wasn't really pressured to do this. To be honest, a lot of people wanted me to do less computer stuff. But I always kind of just fell into that lane naturally. It was just the thing I did, and it just kind of worked. Okay. Last bit. We're gonna swing here.
I think I'll improvise.
Alright, now we can do a perfect break. Again, I just kind of fell into that range. Friends I made are better than the friends my brother made. Yeah, I was actually very, very thankful I made friends. But I was kind of the person who just didn't really feel like I needed close friends. I had acquaintances, or I had people like hung out with on occasion. But until I was gonna say I didn't really have like super close friends. I had like grade level friends. Like my friends didn't really follow me from grade to grade. You know, I had a few people I hung out with occasionally in elementary school. My parents wanted me to talk to someone else. I had a few people I did in middle school, and I had a few people I did in high school. And they didn't really move with me. I kind of just like, occasionally I would find someone who was good enough that I didn't mind hanging out with on occasion. But it wasn't until I got to Tulsa and found you guys that I like really, really started hanging out with people on the regular, you know? And having other people ended up being important. I do enjoy being alone and having my alone time, but I needed not even fair weather friends, but school friends. Yeah, that's what they felt like. They were more school friends. Like we hung out at each other's houses on occasion, but at least for me, it was always more. My parents expect me to have this many social engagements every year, you know? Not necessarily because I want to socially engage. Whereas with like Frederick, with you and Lewis and Caleb, I actually go on my way to plan things and set up things and do whole TTRPG things. I go on my way to do it even outside of the scheduled, predetermined areas, or I'll try and plan stuff with you. You know? I believe you. Believe you've been mentioning it. It's an awesome story, and it's healthy that friends are making essentially awesome dragon if he was fine alone, but even better dragon. You know what I mean? Yeah. Having people who actually understood me made a huge difference. I was yeah, I was a kid. A teenager. Like, God, it's cringe. But my teenage years are so palpable. So painfully palpable. Ugh. I almost want to erase them for existence, but they brought me to where I am, so I don't necessarily actually want that.
Target marked.
It's frustrating, because a part of me wants to erase them from existence, and the other part is like, no, but they've made me who I am.
Chroma is flowing.
Please no, please don't bring up my cringy self. Oh.
Watch out.
Alright, Lune, get him. One thing I have noticed about this game is the numbers seem to like exponentially grow after the first one. Like once you get over the 9,999 threshold, the numbers just seem to jump really fast.
Let's carve a path.
Hyperfixate, inapproachable video game nerd that was preferring to be all alone, his need for speeds or Spyro. I was like that, except replaced Spyro with Bionicle and or Pokemon or Warcraft 3 or whatever my current like fixation was at the time. But yeah, that was basically me too. You actually remind me a lot of myself, Nerd Dragon. At least from the interactions we've had. Look at me, I am really getting a handle on this parrying. I'm not 100% parry, but I am like really wrecking it now. Okay, so I have my health reduced by 70% now. This is not great. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do some energy tint on her. Looking and seeing everyone having something like a dream or ambition, and I just have nothing. I mean, just wanting to live your life is perfectly valid. Like, I just want to enjoy life. I just happen to enjoy creating things and doing and learning stuff. I'm starting a country, Dawnseeker. Yeah, he wants to start his own cult. Frederick, really, you're planning more of a cult right now? Not really a cult country. What you're planning is a cult at the moment. A country is legitimized by by being recognized by other powers, usually. Oh, look, we found 61.
61.
See.
Margot.
Okay.
See, but I disagree. I don't think she's lonely.
She's alone. But not
She's not lonely. They clearly
Clearly
have some
has
sort of
society
society
here.
here. And she's
She's
the odd one out. Well, except for her co-conspirator in the workshop.
Okay.
I've never seen creatures
Fighting
fighting
among
amongst themselves before.
I'm
I
impressed.
admit I'm impressed by her creativity and drive. I feel almost like a traitor for saying it. But there's something about her. You can't
So I guess
help
this
but
is
want
the
her to
Reacher
reach
must be the
sky.
person who's in charge of the whole thing. So you have that one guy we talked to in the laboratory, but the other person who's constantly reaching towards the sky. Maybe that's the Paintress, constantly reaching towards the unobtainable goal of restoring her family and living the life she had. So maybe the Reacher, as they call her, is this person who's trying to build this impossible tower and reach for the sky. That's probably the reason why I stuck around for as long as I did. It's rare to see another dragon. That personality seems to reflect part of you. I don't know how to say it, so I won't. Sounds weird. To be a country, you need a monopoly on violence. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong there. That is very true. You need to be the only form of legitimate violence in a country to have authority. Alright, here we go. Up and up and up. Good God, this thing... Like, we got to the point where it's, like, just building and building and growing and growing. To the point of, like, is there even a purpose anymore? Are we just reaching infinitely into the sky? Sounds weird. No, I get it. Honestly, when I was growing up, I would have killed for someone like Frederick or Caleb or Lewis or any of my friends to just, like, have someone who kind of got me a little bit. You know? Like, nobody else really seemed to enjoy video games the same way I did. Like, they were a momentary distraction, not the kind of thing they would spend hours and hours on. You know? One of the reasons I didn't even get into D&D or anything like that is just I didn't have someone around there. TDL reminds me of my brother. Yeah, you specifically have said a few times that you remind me of your brother. Oh my God. Is that... It's Alicia. It's the Alicia in the painting. The painted version of Alicia. She's painting. This is her, burned from the flame but still alive. What she looks like outside. God, I can't believe I thought it was as simple as time travel earlier. Remember, I thought it was time travel at first because there are they look the same, and I thought Verso reminded me a bit of, you know, Renoir and Gustave, and it's like, no, if only it was as simple as time travel. If only it were that simple. This is, I think I get it now. It's Alicia constantly trying to strive to be as grand as the rest of her family, to be as grand as their mother. She's trying to imitate her, to paint, even though she's not a paintress. Your letter.
Your letter.
I'm letting it go. She's letting it go. She just let it go. Huh. You know, she seemed very conflicted over what she was supposed to do, and yet she helped us. She helped us towards a goal she knew would destroy this world. And yet she doesn't seem to want its destruction. They're all frozen in place except for her. 2 reflections. One, the painted vision of her, scarred and burnt and helpless, as her mother envisioned, but yet confident enough to paint. And this Alicia, who can't paint paintings in the real world, who can paint to a bit in here, who can create, but always doubts herself. And yet this other version doesn't seem to doubt. She's cast aside the mask, the thing that she used to hide her scars, and she's embraced who she is.
She blames us,
Doesn't she?
doesn't she?
The mother tried to hide the scars with the mask, because she blamed her for the fire. You didn't deserve that. That's why all the others look perfect. They all look like they did before the fire. And Alicia is burned because her mother blamed her, and so she thought she deserved to have the scars. That's messed up. But this Alicia has come to terms with that. She's come to terms with the fact that she didn't deserve this, and has just accepted who she is. She seems honestly more well-adjusted than basically every other member of our party. It's a little weird. And this is their mother. The faceless void of a creature so high and untouchable in the sky. Oh man, this game is so freaking good. This game is so good. I love it. I love it so much. It's so good. This whole game is just so laden with meaning and purpose. And God, since this doesn't win Game of the Year, I'm going to burn the voters' houses down. Like, seriously. I don't see how anything could beat this. I know Silk Song is coming out, but even I'm not sure how Silk Song could beat this. And I think this is supposed to be the paintress, some kind of version of her, almost. Or a representation of her, perhaps. It's the hair that makes me think of the paintress.
Oh, you're the real accent.
You're the real Axon. Please, Ramble, the best games never really get their just deserves. Untrue. Elden Ring got its just deserves.
So,
It deserved that win, and it got that win. There are plenty of examples of good games winning, but, to be fair, Nintendo is in the running this year, and we all know how the Game Awards love to shower them in praise. I really hope Donkey Kong Country... I really hope the new Donkey Kong game does not win Game of the Year. I really hope it doesn't. But I have a bad feeling that it might. Oh, she wants to duel us. Oh, this is so fucking symbolic. Not a fan of favorization. Too much to just choose one thing. Oh, look at this. Damn, she's quick. I will, you know I will. I will, you know it will, Ramble. I don't know, but I'm starting to have very unfortunate feelings that it might. Ooh.
Ready to carry. Ready to go.
Damn, she's quick. Her attacks are so fast. Oof. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna skip through the cutscenes. I want to get some closure, you know? Also, real quick before I start, I need to add in all the solo Lumas. So, Empower Last Stand, Solo Fighter, Last Stand Critical, let's see, what else? Increased base damage, obviously. Look, the Switch 2 is surviving with all its exploitation. There is no hope. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not entirely wrong there. I wish you were wrong, but you're not entirely wrong. Auto Shell, I don't think we're going to have I think we need to turn... Oh, wait, no, this is Monaco. Not... I'm an idiot. Okay, so... I think what we do here is... We need Pain and Power. We need Solo Fighter. Warming Up is good. We should have that. Protecting Last Stand is good. Last Stand Critical is good. Medias Res. We need to get rid of in Medias Res. That one's not great for this particular setup. What is the highest level stuff? Or not the highest level, but the, let's see here. Go back here. The highest cost stuff. So point cost, cheater, second chance. So let's go ahead and equip maybe second chance if that's not already equipped to someone else. Second chance is equipped to Versa. Let's go ahead and put it on my L in place of Medias Res. So if we die, we pop back. Then we go... I want to hope that at least the games won't reward Nintendo for their shitty behavior, but you're not wrong in the sense that people are just kind of fucked at this point. Switch 2 survival basically says the majority of people are... Like, I just think the majority of people don't care. There also was... I think the Switch 2 also benefited from a bit of, like, pseudo-FOMO. Because although the Switch 2 wasn't in, like, high demand, like, there were plenty of units, the past few times of consoles selling out, I think the consoles selling out rapidly caused people to mass pre-order and mass buy them, thinking that if they weren't on that initial list, they wouldn't get one for a year. And I would not be surprised if its sales drastically slow down after this first year. I would not be surprised at all if they drastically start slowing down. Also, they're getting mired in a lot of lawsuits. Like, Brazil is suing them. I know they're getting sued in Brazil. I know they're getting sued in a few other places. So, they might get mired down in the lawsuits, honestly. That might actually be what just does them in the end. I guess empowering Last Stand. And I guess any number of, like, ones that we can get it out of defensive mode. What does that one do? Consume 1 SP. Take 30% less damage. No. Healing Tint Energy. Let's say Healing Tint also does if I need to use it. They got fines, that's all. Okay. That does make me lose a bit more hope, not gonna lie. Wait, that was my... I needed my L to do this shit. We double check? Oh, yeah. My L's good. Okay. So I think I've got the Last Stand stuff all set for my L. So let's go ahead and do that. And we're going to skip past here, and hopefully I can get this fight, because this will be like the last thing we do. Okay. Stab. Okay, well I didn't get hit by the whole combo at least. Swift Strike. Oof. If Europe, Brazil... Damn it. Makes more about corporate greed, then you can all be a little screwed. Hang in there. Oh, yeah. There we go. Bang. Oh, dang it. I should pop up, though, because I have second chance online. Oof. Heard of V2 would want to put one of those speedrun clocks in the stream. How fast can I get my Switch brick timer? I mean, all you've got to do is insert, like, one specific type of card that reads SDs, and your Switch will get brick. That's not a hard thing to do. Brick. No, I can almost do this. I almost got this. I've almost got this. I've almost got this. One more time, and I think I'll get it. I think I'll get it next time. I think I'll get this next time. I think I've almost got this. Okay, so we're going to head in. And we're gonna skip past. And go. One more time. You just know that if they see him destroying Power World, they will go after the NEC next. The Power World thing, I think, is way more offensive than what they're doing with the console, honestly. Like, the console is shitty, but we were moving in this direction for a long time. The Power World thing is actually upsetting, because Nintendo getting away with that would allow the patenting of game stuff to an unreasonable degree. We've seen that in the past. Like, loading screen games literally weren't a genre and will never be a genre because of one company's shitty patents. And if Nintendo gets away with doing that kind of stuff again, we will be in another dark era. God damn it.
This will hurt.
Flash. Okay. Shoot. Okay, we're gonna pop back in. Oof.
Time to hit big.
Alright, just gotta survive one more thing, and if I can get this survival right here. I just need to survive. Oh, it gets faster. Oh shit, rush.
I'll make it.
God damn it. Alright, I need cheater. I need cheater. I need the cheater. I need the cheater emblem. I need cheater. The Picto called cheater, I need that. That's what I need. Okay, we're gonna equip the cheater Picto off the other person. Off Verso. So we're gonna remove him from Verso and put it on my L. Which one should we do first? I think healing counter is probably we take off. So, right? Because, well, no, Immaculate, because we're gonna get hit. We are definitely getting hit. Alright, so let's do cheater. And we will... Let's see here. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. We're going to equip this over Immaculate. Confirm. That will give us a definite attack, and that should give us the power we need to just not need to parry her attacks. I think that she might be one of the hardest things to parry. Japan especially has endless Nintendo fans cheering Nintendo. Well, and look, I think they are wrong to go after Power World. However, for as annoying as it is to admit this, the company that made Power World did have a history of trying to create Nintendo rip-off games, which has not helped their image in that particular fight. I don't think it's good. I think it's a horrible thing they're doing with Power World, but they also tried to create a Breath of the Wild rip-off right before this happened, and that's not a good look, you know? Damn it. I just got completely walloped there. Oh yes, got one. Got it, got it, got it, got it. We got this. This is over. They're cheerio on death indie games, the crucifixion of gaming. Yes, they are. And the thing is, Nintendo isn't allowed to like say, oh, but a guy who catches monsters hanging on the underside of a monster character while it flies to use it as a hang glider. We own that. We own that idea. It's like, no, Nintendo, that's so vague. That's like so vague, and I guarantee you there are games that have done something like that before that Nintendo just no, you don't get to own a vague idea like that. You can patent your Pokeball design, but you don't get to, or a specific monster design, but you don't get to like own entire ideas of gaming. Craftopia was just as much a rip-off of Breath of the Wild as Genshin Impact was. Again, it's just like the thing of it looks bad from an outsider's perspective. You have to understand, a lot of the people who decide these things aren't exactly super... Oh, she walked away from her mother. Oh, she just walked away. They just walked away from her mother. That's so impactful. I love it. It's like, I don't need to prove anything to her anymore. I proved it to myself. We proved it to each other. We don't need her respect or approval.
Guess this represents his hope.
Hope for us. that we will reach towards the skies. Become a true paintress. For me, then. Not for me. I've already come to terms with my shit, Mael. This is your hope.
Claim
Go,
your
your
piece
piece
of
of
sky.
sky. Go, claim your piece of the sky. Oh. God damn. Ugh. Mael coming to terms with herself and who she is. Oh my god! She finally initiated a time stop. That's huge. Okay, so she's the one who started time again. For this whole thing, it had been Alicia stopping time. But now Mael has fully embraced it. And so she's the one who actually restarts time now. That is so cool. It's honestly just depressing watching it all. Yeah, it is. It is.
Alicia.
Oh my god, she's speaking. To my family.
To my family.
Verso. Verso watching. She's done.
Well,
She wanted to die, Verso. She should have died a long time ago. She wanted to go. To be fair, Verso also wanted to go, so this does feel a little cruel to him. But Verso wasn't in, like, clear physical pain. Like, Alicia had clearly been painted as, like, a representation of the frustration and agony of Alicia's, like, burning and the death of Verso from the painter's perspective. So she was, like, clearly in constant agony from her scars. Verso was immortal, and he was not in constant physical agony, you know? So, like, I get the difference between Verso should live versus otherwise. I spoke into eyes. I thought you died alone. Long, long, long time ago. Verso coming to grips with the fact that he is now the last member of the Painted World's family. Oh, man. So touching. Because the Paintress is gone, Renoir is gone, and now Alicia is gone, too. And it's just them. You know, I do find it weird that there isn't a, like, painted version of the older sister. Like, why wasn't the older sister involved? Okay. So, I think this is probably a pretty good place to hold off for now. I feel like... Oh, wait, let's do the story. Let's go do the talking. Let's finish up Mael's story, and then we'll, like, close out. So, Verso and Mael.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It's what
She wanted. I owed her that much. We owed her that much.
We honored her wishes.
That's something
neither
you
you nor
and
Renoir
Ma
ever
ever
did.
did. Not
And not Maman
Mom
either.
either.
I didn't get to say goodbye. You didn't wait.
You didn't give me a chance to persuade
Didn't
her.
give me a chance to persuade her.
She knew what she wanted.
You wouldn't have been able to sway her.
Wouldn't have been able to.
I pray that Power World lawsuits this season causing Nintendo to lose its patents. I think that Nintendo is overreaching on everything they want. And they're just trying to drown people in
She's
legal
not
fees,
you.
which,
You
quite
don't
frankly,
know
should
that.
be illegal. It should be illegal. Flat out.
I know her better than you do.
If a court should be able to look at two companies, say this is a clear case of a bigger company trying to drown a smaller company in lawsuits, trying to drown an individual in overbearing lawsuits they can't pay for, and just say, get the fuck out of here, you assholes. Like, it just, it's a horrible, horrible, horrible system in that particular regard. But yeah, I do hope they succeed, and I hope they make Nintendo pay them a bunch of money for it. Because even if Power World is clearly a Pokemon ripoff, like, you don't get to just say all the Pokemon ripoffs go fuck yourselves just because one succeeded. Japan is hardly unbiased. Yeah, Japan tends to be like way more in favor of the company who's challenging for copyright infringement. They're very harsh for copyright infringement. Fair use basically doesn't exist over there. You think judges can do that? I think judges can do that. I don't think they do it enough if they can. You know what it's like to lose your sibling and never get a chance to say goodbye.
You painters, you just
Do what you want.
You don't care how it affects the rest of us.
I do care.
I know you're hurting.
I know you're hurting, but the person who made that decision wasn't me. It was her. Would have been wrong to deny her just so you could try and talk her out of her decision.
She's the last of my family.
I don't know Japanese law. Yeah, I only know that they basically don't have fair use over there. That's basically the extent of my knowledge of it.
You have
It
me.
makes something fresh with them. Yes, it does. It does make something fresh with them. I'm not saying it's not a good game,
I wasn't ready.
but it clearly is very, like, to the point of similarity and ripoff. I would say it definitely counts as a ripoff, but I don't think it counts as patent infringement. Those are two different things for me. It is clearly trying to be a Pokemon game, and they want people to think of it as this is a game just like Pokemon, but with guns and open world survival crafting mechanics. And I do think to an extent that does make it a ripoff
You were
of
ready when
Pokemon,
you
but
set
that doesn't make it a
off.
bad thing. Pokemon is a good idea that worked well.
You
know?
expected that he would erase the canvas and everyone
I mean,
in it.
there were a
Isn't
huge
that
number
the
of
same
monster
thing?
catching things that never caught on from like the era just around Pokemon started. Digimon, to an extent, was sort of a Pokemon ripoff, but like, you know,
It's different.
it's different.
It's different.
Oh, Verso, it's
Why
not.
did she do that?
You know why.
Why?
But
You're right.
you're right.
Digimon is a
Should've
ripoff,
said
exactly. It's
I should have given
it's
you
still a
chance
good
to
thing.
say
It's still an amazing franchise that has done great stuff on its own. Digimon Tamers is one of the better like kids anime I've ever seen. But like that doesn't make it not a ripoff. Also, it felt like Pal World had a good shot of winning, but drawing the second side should have resulted in an automatic win for Pal World at this point.
I'm truly.
Please.
Despite his frustrations, he understands and he appreciates that she was honest. I like that Verso is like I don't like it, but I understand why you did it, and I appreciate that you were honest with me and didn't try and bullshit me. She comforts him, they head back to the others. God, this game is so good with its character arcs.
Mael.
She has the power to read.
Yeah.
She's also our IL. Let's spend some time with Lune. She's lighting in her notebook. We're closing out 2 of the character arcs. I think that's
What
important.
are you writing this time? More
More notes and Nevrons?
Nope.
No.
Theories on
Theories on
axons,
axons then, or
observations of flora and fauna. Keep guessing.
Well,
I
I
saw
saw
you
you interview
in
Minoko
Minoko
earlier,
earlier,
so a treatise on gestural behavior.
Ooh.
So close. It's about me.
It's about me, isn't it? The strange and shattered life of Verso Descendre.
Descendre. That's a mouthful.
Come on.
Well,
You must be good.
if you must know.
know.
I'm working
Be
on
on
a
a
song.
song.
A song.
Aw. I like that Lune's channeling her passion now
My
into other
parents
things.
said music was frivolous, but
But you know what?
you know what?
I spent my whole life studying and training for this expedition. I'm going to enjoy the small
The
things
voices
now.
we listen to have
Have
to be our own.
own.
And I've
Because
decided
I'd be a little selfish with my time. Our problems will still
our
be there in the
problems will
morning.
Still be there in the morning.
Lune has finally learned to unwind and relax. Oh my god. I fully support
I
taking
fully
selfish
support
breaks.
taking selfish
This is a line I completely 100% agree with. More people need to be willing to take
Oh, I
breaks.
know
it's
you do.
okay.
You've been
You've
taking
been making
quite a
few selfish breaks with CL
lately.
lately.
I'm glad
She's found some happiness. Or at least some
Or at
fun.
least some fun, but
It would have been nice.
okay.
I'll play you a
I'll play the
song.
but no,
No laughing or smart ass comments. Me?
Never.
Ugh. Verso and Lune's bond is incredibly strong. I just maxed out the bond. Cool. Max level. Spent hours together playing music. They returned to the camp. Lune better understands the world and herself. She constantly sought to understand, and now she's channeling that intelligence and that curiosity into other things. And she's shown that she's going to be able to move past this expedition, this constant, overwhelming thing that had dominated her life. You know, the paintress will destroy us all. She's finally moved past it and not only is going to approach the world with a more open mind moving forward, not like dominated by her parents' last wishes, but she's actually going to move forward and live her life, not consumed by her research or the expedition itself. And I think that is just incredible. Great character arc right here. Fantastic. Because she's still curious about the world, and she's still she will still probably do some research for fun, but she's willing to enjoy other things that might have been considered frivolous or a waste of time when time was in such a short supply, you know? Like, imagine a life so consumed that you can't even waste some time listening or making music, because that's just a waste of your time. Oh, God, I love it. I love it. Anyway, I think that will be all for tonight. I think we are good. Next time, I will hopefully be ready to go off and fight the father again and maybe kill that stupid snake. I will kill that flying snake eventually. Yep. Good night, guys. Hopefully next week will be the last stream in this particular game, and then we'll have to figure out what to do next.